I'm from Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Grew up there, played sports in high school. Was fortunate enough to be around some important coaches, people that had a huge impact on my life at an early age. I played in high school football and I wrestled, did a little track and field. Coach Steve Moffitt was my high school wrestling coach. He taught me so much about the sport and just planted a seed right on my heart. So that's why I love the sport so much. In high school, I had a fairly successful senior year. I won the state, and Coach Steve Moffitt saw, he just had a tough team. He always had a winning team, and just that tradition carried over, and I was fortunate to receive just guidance from my teammates and everyone else around me. I went to North Carolina A&T State University. They didn't have a wrestling team. For 1 year I was there. After I left there, I joined the Army. I didn't join the military thinking I was going to wrestle. I just wanted to keep moving on and progressing. College didn't seem to work out that first year. There's a lot of things going on. So I just felt it. My grandfather was encouraging me to do it, and so I did it. And then I found out about a wrestling tournament at Fort Lewis. That was my first duty station. And so I went in and competed and did well, and the right people saw, and they contacted the head coach of the All-Army wrestling team, and that was an official that did that, and also the athletic director of Fort Lewis during the time that witnessed me wrestle. And so they both contacted him, and he said, get my company commander's number, and these people conspired to send me to my first All-Army. Once I joined the Army team, definitely I was taken under wing. My first coach was Tony Thomas, but Sean Lewis and all these older guys, they were all right there to mentor me and teach me the right way to handle and execute these techniques that they had for me. Of course, I had to learn the hard way. They beat me up first. But I'm just fortunate to have had these great people in my life. Greco-Roman wrestling was the sport of the Army team. I never really heard of it, but then when I joined the Army team, they let me know that was a predominant style of the team. They did do freestyle, it's just that they got down with Greco, and that's what I was going to get down with. I felt that Greco complemented what I could do natural. I think my high school, everyone could throw, and we all had good hips to do that. It was just everyday life there. When you witness someone lifting and throwing and body locking at will and pummeling someone into the ground, when you see, okay, it's chess, and you see those things and kind of want to be able to do it yourself, it took to me. I took to it. I think early on I would try to measure myself, and I didn't know how. I didn't know what to expect other than they had something I didn't. They could pummel longer, or they actually had a plan, and I was just out there on aggression, and then I think we organized all my desperation and then came up with a plan after that just off of what I could do. And so that just helped me out a lot. Winning the Worlds in 2002, it just opened my eyes, let me know. I think the tournament itself, each match built, there was a new obstacle within the competition that was happening. And it felt great, and it just made me want to continue to go on and want it more.
Coaching Byers was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Very rarely does coaches have the get an athlete that has the athletic ability, works hard, and a high wrestling IQ, and Byers possessed all three. So seeing him day one and then seeing him at his highest moment win the World Championships in Russia, it was a great honor.
One of our best ever Greco-Roman wrestlers in the history for USA Wrestling. He has world medals in all three colors, gold, silver, and bronze. Dremiel had spectacular techniques. He moved like a lightweight, fast as can be, but he was strong as they come. His straight lift, he threw more heavy weights than I've ever seen thrown before, and his slam gut wrench that he had was really, really powerful. Of course, he helped us win our world title in 2007. When it came down to him on the last day, he had to win the bronze medal, beat his last opponent, for us to beat Russia and the rest of the world and win our first world championship team title ever.
Most fun I've ever had in my life, pursuing and chasing and stalking and finding a way or figuring out what I did wrong the last time, how I was able to screw that up and go back and do it again and make it right. My team, you know, past and present and what have you, these guys contacted me before all these competitions, and they would remind me of what I was a part of and what they expected of me. That helps you win. That helps you win.
He's the type of guy that you can call on him and he'll be willing to do anything for you, and you know, he'll take the fall for you if the coaches found a bag of McDonald's outside in the hallway. But you know, he's really the leader that every team hopes that they have, and somebody you could really look up to.
I'm now coach for the Army's World Class Athlete Program, assistant coach. I speak heavyweight to some pretty big guys.
He can share a lot with this next generation, and it's really great to have him still involved in our program. He wrestled like a little man, but had the power of a big man.
You know, I think it's a huge thing to be called coach, and I want to know what it feels like to see someone become an Olympic champ or a world champ. I want to see that. I want to know what that feels like. Being inducted in the National Hall of Fame, distinguished, means the world to me. It gives me an opportunity to say thank you and honor those people that took the time out to help me get to this point. I thank you. I thank you. This is just as much mine as it is yours, or this is as much yours as it is mine, or however you want to word that, but thank you.